RFID cards are a quick way for users to sign in and out. Before an individual uses their access card or fob for the first time, they'll need to marry the RFID card to the user profile within the VisiPoint dashboard. Users only have to marry their card to VisiPoint using the PIN once. They can use the card from then on to sign in and out seamlessly. Firstly, an admin must allocate RFID permission to the appropriate user type. There are two ways in which you can give RFID permission to users, through the RFID Manager or individually through their profile in the address book. To grant RFID access from the RFID Manager, first select Manage Staff RFID from the left-hand menu under Address Books. By default, you'll see the RFID settings for staff. You can change this by using the drop-down menu on the top right. Within the RFID Manager, you'll have three main sections. The first are users who have activated their RFID card. In this section, admins can deactivate RFID permission, for example if a staff member leaves. They can regenerate a PIN, for example if a staff member loses their card and gets a new one, or print, which prints a list of users with their PINs. The second are users who have not yet activated their RFID card. In this section, admins can see a list of staff who are yet to activate their RFID card using their PIN, matching their card to VisiPoint. Admins can regenerate the PIN, which allows the card or fob to be paired with VisiPoint, regenerate PINs and send to the user via email, send a current PIN via email, and print a list of users with their PINs. For all of the actions above, you can select individual users by ticking the checkbox next to their name, clicking on the green action button and then choosing Select Records. Or you can click on the green action button and select All Records to activate for all users on the list. The third section are users not allowed to use RFID. From this section, you can grant RFID permission for a single user member by selecting the checkbox next to their name, and then clicking on the Activate button and choosing Selected Records. Alternatively, you can click on the Activate button and select All Records to activate for all users on the list. If you regenerate a PIN for any reason, the user will need to enter their new PIN the next time they present their card or fob to the VisiPoint device. To activate RFID sign-in and issue a PIN for staff on an individual basis, select Staff under the Address Books from the left-hand menu. Then, search the appropriate staff member and click their name. Click the Edit Info button underneath their profile. Toggle the Allow RFID button to Yes. In the RFID PIN field, a unique 4-digit PIN will appear. Hit Save Changes. At this point, you'll be taken back to the staff list. Click on the staff member's name once again. You will then see a button marked Send RFID PIN in the Allow RFID row of their profile info. Hit this button to send the PIN via email to the staff member. Within the staff profiles, you can also regenerate a new PIN following these instructions. To regenerate an RFID PIN for an individual staff member, select Staff under Address Books from the left-hand menu. Search the appropriate staff member and click their name. Click the Edit Info button under their profile, and under the RFID PIN field, click the blue link, which is marked Generate New Code. A new PIN will then appear. Once you've done that, hit Save Changes. At this point, you'll be taken back to the staff list. Click on the staff member's name once again. You'll then see a button marked Send RFID PIN in the Allow RFID row of their profile info. Hit this button to distribute the new PIN via email. To activate RFID sign-in and issue a PIN for students on an individual basis, first select Student under Address Books from the left-hand menu. Then search the student name, image, or details to see their profile. Click on Edit RFID at the bottom of their profile, and then toggle the Allow RFID button to Yes. Next, in the RFID PIN field, a unique 4-digit PIN will appear. Once that's appeared, you can save changes. At this point, you'll be taken back to the staff list, where you'll be able to see an RFID PIN in the appropriate column. You can then go to the RFID Manager to send their PIN by email if the students have an email address registered, Alternatively, you can allocate them manually or print a list for reception staff. The staff member should tap their card or fob against the VisiPoint device on the right-hand side of the device, labelled Card Reader. On our 10-inch tablets, this is indicated by a white icon instead. A message will then appear saying Card Not Recognised. Underneath this message, the screen will read, "Do you have a PIN code?" The user should hit the Next button and enter their PIN. The screen will display a successful sign-in message. The card is now paired with VisiPoint. When the staff member comes to sign out, they just need to tap the card on the reader and they'll receive a successful sign-out message. To issue a replacement card, select the staff list under Address Books from the left-hand menu. Find the relevant staff member and click on Edit. Toggle the Allow RFID button to No and then back to Yes and wait a few seconds. You'll then see a new RFID pin appear, which can now be used to pair a replacement card at one of your VisiPoint devices. If a staff member has left the business, you may wish to deactivate their RFID and assign the card to a new team member. To deactivate RFID from a member of staff, select Staff under the Address Books from the left-hand side menu, then find the relevant staff member and click Edit, toggle the Allow RFID button to No, and finally hit Save Changes. You can then follow the usual process to set up RFID for a new staff member using the same card.